Good evening, Soldier Boy here, and welcome back to Assassin's Creed Chronicles for live stream number 4 in China. Now, I'm still not too sure how I'm going to number these. I'm thinking it's going to be per, obviously, chapter, whereas this is part 4 of China. We're still in the first area. We haven't managed to get that far, I wouldn't have said. It doesn't feel like we're that far anyway. But it's because it's quite a slow-paced game, I would say, is why I think it takes a little bit longer. But thoroughly enjoying it. If you've missed any of the streams for Assassin's Creed Chronicles, have a look back at them. They are quite different to your normal Assassin's Creed games, but in a good way. I kind of feel like the art style's very different, but I like the art style. I like the way you've got to be so quiet, sneaky. You know, you're a proper assassin, and there's a massive reason behind it. So yes, tonight we've got 2 hours. 2 hours of Assassin's Creed Chronicles. We're going to see how far we can get. I still don't really know how long the game is. I thought this would be a really quick side-scrolling playthrough. This is not happening that way. It's definitely not a quick playthrough, let's put it that way. The reason being, I think, is because obviously each part is so slow, because you've got to take your time, you've got to really think about what you're doing, and I think that's why it's like that. But that's definitely not a bad thing. Like I say, the art style I'm really enjoying, and it's another part of the franchise that I don't think gets enough talk about. You know, I don't feel many people talk about the Chronicles. For whatever reason, I don't think they went down particularly well. But yet you get people complain so much about how Assassin's Creed, they want the earlier games where you have to be, you know, stealth and assassinate people properly. Well, this is it. So I'm curious to why they haven't gone down as well. Maybe it is just because it's not an open world or not as big, maybe. Not sure. But anyway, I'm enjoying it. I hope you guys are too. Let me just finish off the YouTube side of things, and then we shall crack on for the evening. The scheduled video for next week will be out tomorrow afternoon, 1 PM GMT. So keep an eye out for that. Next week is going to be massively different to recently. School holiday start. That's one of the reasons. Also, that didn't work. What's going on there? So I'm trying to do 2 different things at once. It's not working. Also, because of that, I've also got a wedding on the Thursday. So Wednesday, no streaming because of physio, as always. But Thursday's a wedding, and I'm then going to be in no state to stream come the evening. Thanks for the like with those, much appreciated. So yeah, just a heads up, next week's schedule is a bit all over the place. Monday, Tuesday are as normal, and then we lose streaming Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I think I did. Let me have a look. No, we're going to do a Friday stream and a Saturday stream. Saturday is Detroit, Friday is Chronicles. I'm trying to fit everything we're doing in that week, but only one stream of Genshin. It'll make sense when you see the schedule, but it's all because of summer holiday starting plus a wedding on the Thursday, which I know is gonna hurt me a lot, but I've got to go. Just check the sound. Cool, sound is good. Right, that's enough talking from me. Let's actually get into this, shall we? So in the last stream, it was quite an interesting one where we were in the story, to be fair. We started off by having to escape Macau for a load of burning ships as they burnt in the port around us as they were trying to find us. That was incredible. Then we had to infiltrate a palace before assassinating the snake, and then we witnessed their mentor being killed. It was an incredible section that worked really well. Good evening, Kathy. How are you? I'm good, thank you. Other than really, really hot, I'm good. We've got a red warning issued for Monday, Tuesday in the UK. Because the heat's going to ramp up to like 40 degrees. So it's not the usual temperatures we have in the UK. So people are panicking quite a bit, I think, by the sounds of things. I just sat home. Quite nice. Just try and stay as chilled as possible. But yeah, so next week's going to be a bit up and down in terms of schedule. Keep a lookout for that. There is still daily content. I've managed to get far enough ahead that next week we'll still have daily content away from the live streams. And then I've got to work things out after that. It's up there too, is it? I think it's everywhere, isn't it? I think there's wildfires in Europe because of it. Yeah, I don't think anyone's really escaping it, are they? Good evening, High Dusk. How are you? Thanks for the like, much appreciated, whoever that was. 11:29. I know. This is the problem with the evening streams for you, isn't it, High Dusk? Right, let's have a look. So we witnessed our mentor being killed. I think that's where we finished. There's someone on sub. It happens. Don't worry. It's one of those things. I haven't checked. I haven't looked at it today at all. I don't generally look at it very often, to be fair. You guys tell me more than I actually realise. Yeah. They may have got the alert for this stream come up and they said, no, don't want to know. See you later. Yeah. They go up and down all the time. That's why I always say to people, don't worry about the numbers. Don't worry about it. Focus on what you're enjoying doing, and that's the main thing. Ignore the numbers. Enjoy what you're doing. That's the important part. Right, let's have a look. Last time we said continue, we went straight into story. That's why I'm trying to talk before we said continue, just because the story started immediately. Which is going to do now.
Captivity, one of many concubines. When the Brotherhood came for us, I saw freedom. I saw a future. Now it is up to me to offer hope for those who see none. When Zhang Yong and Chu Ju are dead, when I have the box, I will deliver that. Now my journey has come full circle. My past has returned to aid my future. My old friend, once a concubine like me, is now Empress, and she's risking her life to help me. She knows where to find Zhang Yong, but I fear she and the concubines are in grave danger. If the Templars suspect they are helping me, they will kill them in the blink of an eye.
It's all hitting a bit close to home for her now, isn't it? Shay Yun is, realising her actions having consequences if they realise what's going on. So, this is an old friend, 1530, Forbidden City. Xiao Zhan has returned to her first home, the Forbidden City. The Empress, a friend of Xiao Zhan's concubine days, has requested a meeting. Xiao Zhan must infiltrate the Triangle's stronghold, move across the city through the gardens, and ascend the tower to be reunited with her old friend. Okay, this sounds like it's going to get tricky. We score 800 points, we get a Helix Bar upgrade, we get 1200 points as an increase in health. Ignore the plus game mode, that's when you play a game, that's a different thing. And if we save the concubines, it's an extra 500 points. I'm guessing straight away this is going to be tricky. I'm expecting to die a few times straight away. If you haven't seen this before, the combat is brilliant. As long as you're stealth. As soon as you try and go in full on attack, you can't. It is so difficult. But we have got that database entry for the Forbidden City. Let's have a look at this first. The Forbidden City was the Chinese imperial palace from the Ming Dynasty to the end of the Qing Dynasty. It is located in Beijing and is now a museum. Emperors used to live there with their family, concubines and government. It was at the same time a fortress designed to protect the emperor and his own, and the shelter for countless concubines guarded by eunuchs, so they could only bear the child of the emperor. Built at the beginning of the 15th century, the city is made of 980 buildings of typical Chinese architecture and is now a UNESCO protected site. It is shaped as an immense rectangle in the middle of a capital, and legend has it that it contains 9,999 rooms. Why did they not just add an extra room on? Why not just make it 10,000 rooms? One more room, a little box room in the corner. This number, as well as the various names of the structures of the city, are part of the sacred and symbolic aspect of the location. There we go, there's the answer, isn't it? It's the number that's important. 4 gigantic towers are located on the corners of the walls, while 4 gates allow access to the inner city. From Tiananmen Square, the main gate of the city is called the Meridian Gate and leads the way through the city, across multiple areas and gates. After crossing a first court, another interior wall leads to the most famous area, through the Gate of Supreme Harmony. Farther inside the city, the gate of heavenly purity leads to the inner court, which is even more protected. Symbolism has a great part in the architecture of the city, influencing colours, shapes, and names and decorations. Wow. And we have got an entry for a person. I'm assuming this will be her close friend that we're about to go and see. No, we've got a few here actually. There's 3 of them. Yeah. So this is the Zhengdi Emperor. So the Zhengdi Emperor from 1491 to 1521 was the 10th Ming Dynasty Emperor of China who ruled from 1505 to 1521. He started a fashion amongst emperors by not attending seriously to the affairs of state, preferring to enjoy a life of leisure outside the walls of the Forbidden City. Amongst prostitutes, enjoying exotic animals and alcohol, he did not hesitate to condemn opponents to a painful death. When he spent time in the Forbidden City, though, he enjoyed the company of Xiao Zhan among his many concubines. Fascinated by the girl's agility and cunning, he loved to send her spying on his own people and treasured her as some kind of pet. During this time, the corrupt eunuch Li Jin's leader of the Tigers stole from the state taxes and manipulated the power of the throne for personal interest. The emperor discovered the treachery and had Li Jin executed. He was a general who led his armies against Mongolian raiding expeditions to the north of China. At this time, he brought Xiao Zhan with him as part of his travel personnel, bedded her and made her imperial concubine, a rank that would have maybe made her empress someday, if he had not died at 30. So this was the person who ruled after him. The Zhejiang Emperor, 1507 to 1567, was the 11th Ming Dynasty Emperor of China who ruled from 1521 to 1567. He was the former Zhengdi Emperor's cousin who died heirless. He was not in the natural line of succession, but was chosen through political plotting, including that of Zhang Yong and his Tigers, as he had links with the Templars. Under their influence, he triggered a first major crisis in Chinese establishment by defying the normal rules of succession. He should have been adopted posthumously by the previous emperor to prevent breaking the ancestral lineage, which was a very important concept at the time. He insisted on having his own father declared emperor posthumously. This triggered what is known as, I know the writing's a bit weird at times, this triggered what was known as the Great Rights Controversy and was used as a pretext to shun and even execute opponents. The Zhejiang Emperor was known to be cruel and egocentric. He refused to live in the Forbidden City and ignored the affairs of state, leaving the real power in the hands of delegates such as Yan Song, who was actually a puppet of the Tigers and therefore the Templars. He is known for having condemned many of his concubines to death by Ling Shi, or death by 1,000 cuts for plotting to assassinate him. Yeah, death by 1,000 cuts, from what I've read up on that, is horrendous. After 45 years on the throne, the second longest reign in the Ming Dynasty, Emperor Zhejiang died in 1567, possibly poisoned by his own son. It was a very tough time to be an emperor by the sounds of things. The Jini Wei was an imperial military police which served as the personal guard of emperors of the Ming Dynasty. They took their orders directly from the emperor and had enough power over most judiciary authorities. As a result, they could arrest, prosecute and execute anyone. In the later years of the dynasty, they were placed under control of the eunuchs. So originally, they could arrest, prosecute and kill anyone they wanted to. Wow. Okay. Well, and this should be the last database entry. This is the Empress. This is the person who's requested a meeting with Shi Zhan. She was a close friend when they were both concubines. So Empress Zhang, 1504 to 1536, she did not live long at all, did she? Was the second wife of Emperor Zhejiang, who had 4 in total. She was raised in the Forbidden City with other concubines and was a close friend of Shi Zhan. 2 girls were in competition for the favours of Zhengdi, but Xiao Zhan was always winning, using her talents as a dancer, while Zhang was a more classic concubine with bound feet and breasts. That was the big thing we learnt before. The Emperor, Zhengdi, refused to let Shi Zhan's feet be bound because she was talented as a dancer. So that made her stand out. She was an imperial concubine at Shi Zhan, but that changed quickly when the emperor died and Zhejiang became emperor. Zhang became imperial consort, refusing to leave despite knowing the cruelty of Zhejiang, and became empress in 1528. She never gave birth to any imperial children and was deprived of her title because of conflicts with her husband just 6 years later. Wow. Doesn't sound like a very nice, enjoyable life, does it really, back then? Good evening, Goated, how are you? Okay, so leap of faith, and we start infiltrating the Forbidden City. Now I'm trying to remember a lot of the stuff we learnt last time. There's some new things we learnt. Got 3 guards to worry about here, so I want to try and take one, if he goes past us, into where we are. Because obviously we want as little noise as possible at this point. He's not going to go near enough, is he? That's annoying. So, we kind of need to pop out after they've both met in the middle of the game. When he turns around, we need to pop out, execute, and throw him into this hay bale before the other guy turns around. I think that's our only way of getting this done without making too much noise. It's going to be a tricky start straight off the bat. And it's a reinforcement zone, so we've got to be quick here. Pick up. Thank you. Oh, that was close. With Plus, they're releasing free cryo liberations from the old Assassinate games. Yes, I put it on the Discord there. There's going to be a lot more free games, yes. They're coming on the 19th, I believe. I'm curious to how I'm going to take that guy down who's obviously looking that way. Actually, might be alright. This guy didn't see us. I don't know how he didn't see us, but he didn't. We were lucky though, I think. But yeah, they're releasing them. On, yeah, 19th, I think it is. Okay, I'm going to go slowly because obviously we don't want to get caught if we can avoid it. We'll grab this up here though. No. So I'm trying to... There he is. R1. And we've got to climb up. I'm expecting this to get really tricky very quickly. No silly mistakes. That's the way to do it. Assassin gold. Always good to get gold. Okay. So I don't know if we can go that way. Can we? We can't go up. I did wonder if that was actually somewhere to go or not. Okay, there's a guard above us. Something someone to think about. I think. So I can go down there. But I've got a feeling there's going to be something to pick up here, I would guess. Let's just double check if there is anything that... Oh, I didn't want to do that. I was trying to avoid that. Okay, nothing that way then. I wondered if we could go there. No. I think there's something the other side though. I wonder if that's where we get our map, essentially. Nothing there. I think this will give us the map. It's a leap of faith. Is it synchronization? Always walk off the edge. Eagle sing. That's what we wanted. That will give us the map, so when we kind of have a rough idea what's going on. So the helix there, the DNA strand, that's a blue one. That allows us to travel between 2 points invisibly. Invisibly, I'm hoping is a word. I'm assuming the white one is concubines, and they're obviously our shards to pick up. It's quite a long bit. We knew this was going to be tricky. There's quite a lot of stuff to do all over the place before we get to the end. Okay. It's always good to roughly know where you're going on the map. So this first part, we don't have to worry too much about that shard, depending how many enemies are here. Let's see. Okay, so the shard is that way. Don't think there's anyone here. Ah, there is someone there. While we're here, we might as well grab the shard then. So there was an enemy there. I don't know how far he can see, if that makes sense. So let's just... Okay. There's another guy behind him as well. Now, I could whistle and bring him towards us. hoping he'll come this far. Obviously the other guy's the problem as well. I don't think I can get behind the green part quick enough. Because that's the other option, is try and get behind where that green part is. You have to stand still very quickly. How many we got? 1, 2, 3. It's about 3 seconds. We did it. I forgot we could do it quickly. We have to stand still here. I obviously want to kill him, so I'm going to try. Might as well have the other guy turn around again. So I don't want to get seen, or don't want these to rustle when anyone's looking at us. There we go. Wait for the other guy to turn. I'm hoping I can take this guy down and bring him in. We can indeed. That worked better than I expected. Okay, I'm hoping this guy comes near us and we can take him out from here. My hope. No. May have to go behind him. We got it done. Pretty happy with how that went, actually. I thought we was going to mess it up before we got to that point, but we did quite well there. Of assassin gold, it's always good. Right, what are we facing in here? There's a concubine down there. That's my guess. Okay, the water means you make noise, and that's what we've got to be aware of. Can we get into this room here? No. Okay, so that's not the way into that room. I thought it was, to be fair. Okay, no guards. Okay, I need to be kept quiet. Is he going to come through? No. So he stops there. Okay, this is where we've got to be quiet. Any noise.
No! These concubines are in danger. I need to kill the guards protecting them.
Right, so we've got to kill the guards protecting the concubines. There is a database entry for concubines. Now, I've heard of these before, but I don't know much about them, to be fair. In ancient China, it was common for successful men to have several concubines, which were simply women living with men without being married to them. Chinese emperors often had thousands. Wow. Each concubine situation ranged from almost wives, called consorts, to poorly treated prostitutes. Under the Ming dynasty, there was a range of ranks amongst the concubines in the Forbidden City, and this was strictly controlled by tradition. The Empress was the only official wife of the Emperor and was generally a former concubine that became a wife. She was the only one who could give official heirs to the Emperor. Imperial noble consorts were second, followed by noble consorts and imperial concubines. These had a chance to rise to Empress someday. Even reaching the highest hierarchy, concubines were still nothing compared to the Emperor in the power hierarchy, and could easily be condemned to death by their master. Wow. Watching a trailer of it, and if you look back at it in the pirate days, all people build their own. Oh yeah, the pirate days, yeah, absolutely. People did what they wanted back then. There wasn't really anything to really stop them, was there? That's the thing. They had their own laws. They followed some traditions. It was generally their own laws. Shay Jun's got a bit of memory for us to look at. I was finally back at the gates of the Forbidden City, my birthplace. My old friend Zhang, now Empress, had accepted my plea for a meeting, but she feared for her life and that of the concubines who helped carry my message. The Tigers would not hesitate to kill them if they had suspicions of her involvement. So that is why we're here.
Give the girls a chance to get out of here.
Okay.
So
I'm hoping to be able to kill this first guy through here. Kenway didn't help and joined the Assassinate towards the end of the game. Left the pirate life and joined the Assassinates after Black Flagged. Yeah, I can't remember his name. Adawadi. Pick the body up. Pick the body up. Move quick. I don't want him seeing the body for obvious reasons. Yeah, so he didn't leave the assassin. He joined the assassins. He was an assassin with Kenway, although he wasn't. He was more of the second in command on the ship. And then he left Edward because he felt Edward was going more for treasure and glory than anything else. And then he joined the assassins himself. It's a good story, to be fair. But it's most of the pirates, most of their legends, the reason people admire them and feared them is all because of stories they made up about themselves. That's the big thing. You know, a lot of what they actually managed to achieve wasn't that much. They made people think they were nastier than they were, so people were frightened of them. Okay, we've got a guard below us here we've got to think about. Can I not assassinate from here? Yeah, I can. Right. Shard down here. I'm just going to grab this quickly. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we've got to free the concubine that's in here. If he's got his back to us, we're okay. I think he has. Edward, to me, he didn't have the honour to wear the assassin robes. He was a pirate in assassin robes, but only came up treasure and glory. He did at the start. If you actually look at the story and follow the story through, by the end, he was more than just a pirate. But it did take quite a few things to happen first. I didn't understand how he was an assassin, because he actually developed into an assassin. He did go and help in the end, but at the start, no, he was out for glory. He was out for himself.
Help the others.
But yeah, by the end of it, he was helping the assassins more than himself. He realised the errors of his ways, and he wanted to make a difference. But the story is there. Okay. So I'm trying to look where we're going next. Are we just going straight ahead? Yes. So far, 3 assassin goals in a row. We now have a new enemy, Master. High health, high damage, attack speed is fast, detection is fast as well. Counters standard attacks to front and rear. Revenge attack. This is the most deadly foe you can face. He is fast and will block and counter standard attacks his front or rear. Use all the tricks in your arsenal to stand a chance. Where these guards are expert shuriken throwers, flying faster and doing more damage. Everyone is better. Everyone's a master shuriken thrower, aren't they? That's one thing I've realised. Everyone is a master. I only liked the story towards the end because he had a daughter and a son. I think his wife died. It's a good game. The story itself and the progression you see within Edward Kenway is really interesting. Seeing him grow that way. How's Chronicles so far? Chronicles is really interesting. Mainly because I think it helps that it's a time period I know nothing about. So that obviously helps. I'm going to get seen here. Well, he's got a long view. Yeah, it's a time period I don't know much about, the Ming Dynasty. And it's different to normal, but in a good way. Like, you have to be so precise with what you're doing, otherwise you're going to get seen, you're going to get killed. You have to be precise. Why are you not coming closer? Come on. Turn. I may have got seen, I don't know. Can he see that body from there? Yeah, I knew I made a mistake. Because of the body. I was trying to kill him sooner, but he was too far away from me at the time. Okay, we've got to be careful of that master. That master's going to kill us pretty quickly if we're not careful. Oh, trophy achieved. Now you see me. They did well with the environment and wildlife. Most of the animals were back then in the old times, not related to our times. That we enjoyed the swamp. They would wrestle the crocodile. Wrestling the crocodile was cool. Yeah, the animals was really good. The sharks, how realistic was that? I don't know. You know, the one thing I enjoyed. No, I can't say I enjoyed it. I get it, I understand it, but I dislike the underwater stuff, mainly because I was rubbish at it. Thanks for the like, it was much appreciated. I was always getting killed or caught or something underwater, so I hated that. But they actually did it really well. Okay, we've got to be very precise here to kill that master as well. Ideally, I can go above him. That's something I can do. Where's the other guy? So the other guy is there, but I think he moves. So I've seen his viewpoint change. So let's have a look at what he does. Definitely got to look at where the guards do. So he's going to stand out. from where he's looking down, and then he'll look left, and then he's back under. Okay, we may have a chance to move that grass area, which means we can kill the master from the grass, potentially. I didn't do Skibbo much, true. They also did the naval. Yeah, the ship battles were brilliant. The boarding was good, although the boarding I think was better in Rogue. The reason I say that was because in Assassin's Creed Rogue, you could be boarded. So there was definitely an upgrade there, I think, to the ship combat. Black Flag was good, but they wouldn't board you. It was only in Rogue they did, and that was a really nice addition. What did you think of the harpooning hunting? Yeah, it was good. It was as you'd expect it to be for how they did it at the time, to be fair. Okay, we need to get to the back of this guy. I'm just conscious of him turning around in a second. And then we'll deal with him. Perfect. Good job so far. Right, there is a shard. Oh, there's a chest in there as well that we need to get to. I think we have to go up and over to get it. Assassin Silver, we got the body scene, so we knew we was going to lose points there, weren't we? That was the thing. We was always going to lose points because we got seen. Let's grab these underneath first. Another scroll for the database. But yeah, they were really good. I did enjoy doing them. And it was what they did at the time. Thanks for the like, that was much appreciated. Scroll 13. Isolated Xiao Zhan and Zhu Jiayun despaired and finally decided to leave the country in order to seek the help of other assassins. Zhu suggested going to master assassin Ezio Auditore, whose reputation spread over the world. So Ezio's reputation, what he was doing in Italy, had spread all over the world, and this is what convinced them to go and see him. It was a long journey and neither of them spoke the language, but it was their only hope. They travelled secretly to Macau, where transportation was easiest towards Europe. During their trip, they witnessed the state of the Brotherhood's network in the country. Most safe houses had been raided. No assassin worthy of the name was left alive. They really were alone. Unless Wang Yangming was still alive somewhere, trying to recruit and train new followers what seemed a futile war. So if it wasn't for what Ezio had done, Xiao Zhan would never have gone to see him. It's only because of what he actually managed to achieve that his reputation was that big that they managed to decide to go and see him to help. I guess that's why they went extinct, or you don't see much into... yeah, there was it's back then it wasn't obviously controlled. They didn't know really about extinction and fishing amounts and things like that, whereas nowadays obviously we're more aware sustainable fishing sources and things. Back then there was none of that. People killed what they wanted when they wanted to. There was no track of numbers or anything, was there, essentially? I'd actually need the knives here. We haven't actually used the knife yet. Okay, I'm going to need one in a second though. So we need to use a knife to get this to drop down to get us across. This is how this works. There we go. There's our route across. I do like you have to do things like this, a little bit of puzzle solving. Yes, it's simple puzzles, but still a little bit. Okay. Have a quick look at the map. So we're here now. We're about to enter, looks like, the inner sanctum of the walls. This is going to be tricky. We've got to go up to get that shard there. And then there's a concubine as well up there. Right, I'm expecting guards. I think that's kind of a given, isn't it, really? Okay, no guards yet. There's 2 guards down below us though, I just saw them there. Alright, so we're safe here. We could always try and get that, but it's not a must. The shard over across the side from here is more of a must than that first one. So whether or not it's worth the risk to try and get that shard down there, because if we don't actually have to collect it, we've got a full bar. That shard is more important at this point. So actually, I think we're going to have to head down there anyway. I don't think it's worth the risk to try and get the blue shard. Okay. Yeah, so we can't drop down there. We have to go round this side here. So annoyingly, we are going to have to deal with these two. I think this is going to get tricky, unless I can cause maybe one to go away with a noise dart, potentially. I kind of need one to disappear so I can get to the other one. Let's give this a go and see what happens. Did they actually see me? They did actually see me, didn't they? Yeah, that wasn't what I wanted. I wasn't expecting them to see me there. He automatically looked straight at us. That did not go to plan. Wait for the alert to wear off. They do look up. I think that's the issue, isn't it? They actually look up. I do need to get out of here. Because that other guy can shoot me. That's the downside. Yeah, desynced. I knew he could shoot me. Good evening, Teddy. How are you? Thanks for the like, that was much appreciated. My day's been quite good, thank you. I haven't done that much really, to be fair, but it's been good, thank you. Thanks for asking. Right, so this gets tricky, as we've just seen. Doesn't take many shots to kill us, that's the downside. I need to get away from this guy. If he shoots me, I'm dead. Does he know where I am? No. May have got away with this. For a minute anyway. I've alerted him because I killed 2 guards, but I think we're safe. I don't actually have to kill him, but I may have to just to give us time to get past. Just been playing some Ghost Runner. I've heard of Ghost Runner. I've not played it. I've seen bits and pieces of other people and stuff. It looks interesting. Definitely looks interesting. I'm thinking noise dart again. I can't see a way to make... I need him to turn. Huh? I got seen a second time, annoyingly. Guy in the room up there. Didn't think he would see us. Okay, we're okay for a minute. This is how this gets tricky, is you've got to be so careful in what you're doing. Okay, I need to get past him. I can go invisible, can't I? I haven't used it yet. No, wrong one. So, the invisibility there. We're going to get a bronze ranking for that. Obvious reasons, to be fair. Take this guy out. Yeah, didn't quite go to plan, but we did okay. And it's the first time we've used invisibility, really. So what do you think of Ghost Runner then, Teddy? Is it good? Is it worth a go? Is it worth a look at? Alright, where are we heading? So straight along the top would be a couple of shards. Probably worth grabbing. Why can't I move anywhere further? I've got to jump. Oh, there we go. Right, so... Ooh! That nearly... No, they can't see me. It's a different angle. I thought for a second they were going to spot me then. But it's the angle, so they couldn't.
No!
Right, that's the guard we need to assassinate to free the concubine. One of me is we've got these two here. So, there's a guard down below. We can go out onto the roof, but this guy does look up. We're going to have to go onto that roof really quickly and drop down there to grab that shard. That will keep us safe for a minute. This is going to be a massive amount of timing, I think. I think I can get out from here. No, I can't, can I? Okay. How am I doing this then? This is going to be tricky by the looks of things. There's lots of guards and lots of places to get seen. They would put tar in... What would they put Tar in? Goated. Ghost is very fun, the action is fast paced, pretty good story, the animation remains pretty brutal. Cutting limbs off and people in half, wow. I haven't seen that side of it, to be fair. I think it was just some of the running around and stuff I'd seen. Okay. So we can drop down here, and we're safe for a minute while we work out a plan. So there's a guy below us. Ah, I can come down here. Okay, that's different. I wasn't expecting that. So we can come down here. And there's obviously a guard here. We can go invisible if need be to run through this bit. I've got to get quite a way in though and stay invisible. He goes as far as the bush there. So I'm going to need to be in one of these black areas, I think. Take that guard on the floor out, ideally. We may have to be invisible to do this. Their wounds will cut open skin, which is caused by the whip. Oh, okay, yeah. You run so fast you barely see it because your physically can't add it after you've killed it. Oh, wow. Okay. Why is that still draining? I'm not using it anymore. Don't keep draining. I still need more of it. Just managed to keep out of the line of sight there. Right, I haven't got much left and I need to get up, really. The only other way I can do this, I think, is take these two guards down. I may cause myself an issue here accidentally. But I'm thinking, we assassinate him. Which obviously alerts this guy. I can't kill him just yet. That's the problem. Concubine's been killed. Because we got seen, the concubine has been killed. That's not good, is it? Yeah, maybe I didn't need to kill them both. I just thought it'd make our life easier, and obviously the concubines paid the penalty for us taking out the guards. I got a question about Valhalla. So if it was back in the Viking times, then how would they either have access to Blade? So obviously I don't want to ruin the story for anyone that hasn't done the story, but he has access because he meets someone who is an assassin. I think that's the easiest way of putting it without ruining it for anyone else. But yeah, he meets two people essentially that are assassins, and that's how he gets it. I'm annoyed I lost that concubine, really. Right, is there something down here? There is another blue one there. I know we need to go up to there. There's a guard here as well by the looks of things because of the noise. So that's one way over. There is a guard there. Probably should have just gone. I can't believe we lost the concubine. Okay. Hang on. No, I doubted myself. I should have carried on. There we go. So he's going to go up, down. Remember, we'll get up here before he sees me. That was what I was trying to avoid, because he will shoot me if I'm not careful. We're okay for a minute. Good evening, Cass. How are you? You actually have nothing negative to say about Chronicles. Wow. You heard? Yeah, the Basim game is set in Baghdad, and it's going to be basically the origin story of him, isn't it? So if I get a headshot here, this will kill him, essentially. Alright. Took 3 of them to kill him. 3 to kill him. And unfortunately, the concubine got killed because of our mistake earlier. So yeah, unfortunately we lost the concubine. Okay, sharp below us here. You're actually in Horizon Zero Dawn is far better than Horizon Forbidden West. See, I disagree. Graphically alone, Horizon Forbidden West is better than Zero Dawn. Just graphically. Because there's no comparison to in terms of graphics. Don't jump too far. That's what I was trying to avoid. Want the shard over here. Yeah, graphically you can't compare the two. Yeah, he's going back to the roots of Assassin's Creed. I might go back to the old Assassin's Creed Soul. So what I've read today, and this is from Ubisoft, is it's set in Baghdad. It's a shorter linear story, so probably more back to the roots, with a focus on stealth. But it's more linear. It's not open world. It's about 30 to 40 hours supposedly. I'm hoping if it's a shorter game, they're not going to charge you full price. You know, the normal game price now is £60. I'm hoping it's not going to be as expensive as that, considering it was originally meant to be a DLC, but actually moved it to be a full game. China takes place right after Ezio's death. Yes, it does, because she went to see Ezio before he died. Reading the scrolls and things, it explains why she went to see him. And it was down to what he had achieved in his life that made it that they wanted to go and see him. Oh, I missed the shard. We got a bronze brawler for that one because we obviously got seen a couple of times. We've also missed the shard down there. Let's have a look where it is. I can't look. We lost the concubine as well, which obviously doesn't help. I can't see down there quick enough. I'm going to have to quickly jump down and run across to kill that guy before he sees us, I think. I need him to look away again and we're going down. This has to be done extremely quickly. Off. Over. No, I've got him. Up. Over. Done. Whoa, that was tricky. Right, we are going to go up because I think that's the better way. Elden Ring proves that graphics don't matter. I don't mind Elden Ring. Game of the year isn't about graphics. Who will win best graphics of the year? There's always a game that wins graphics of the year. So I think that might be Forbidden West. Zero Dawn, sorry. Forbidden West. But Elden Ring has a different thing going for it. Its style is completely different. So which one is Rift going to back to? Yeah, Rift is going to be the one in Baghdad. Although Rift, we don't know if that's the official title. It could just be a placeholder. I mean, if it's going to be a proper assassin game, but if it's his origin story, I'm assuming it's going to be pretty much like Ezio, where you're not an assassin to start with, but you train to be one, would be my thinking. Assassin's Creed Russia, timeline-wise, is the final Assassin's Creed 8 takes place after Syndicate. Oh, that's interesting. You won't get to be a proper assassin. But you will. We know Basim becomes an assassin, so you will be a proper assassin, but you may not be at the start of the game. But yeah, that's wrong, Cass, because you will be, because Basim is an assassin. That's why you've given up on the series. He was also, even if you get to be an assassin, this will be bad. You don't know if it's going to be bad. Ghost of Tsushima is an Assassin's Creed. It doesn't count as Assassin's Creed. I get really fed up with people that call Ghost of Tsushima Assassin's Creed. It is not Assassin's Creed. It never will be Assassin's Creed. It's completely different. I think a lot of people call it Assassin's Creed game because they're jealous that it was made in the time period that a lot of people want Assassin's Creed to do. There's an assassin symbol on the wall there. Through the window. But it's not. It was never intended to be an Assassin's Creed game. Do you like Shay the assassin? Shay was cool. Well, I liked his story. I liked why he did it, and the way it was explained was really good. Yeah, the fact that he felt that the assassins weren't helping people as much as they said they were trying to. He felt that they were letting people die due to their selfishness, and he decided to try a different way. And I like that side of it. And yeah, Adewadi, he was really good in Liberation as well. Elden was actually so addictive. There's actually a phenomenon going around where people comment for it. But then you get that with most games. Fortnite, Minecraft, you could say the same for them. GTA. They're all games that people at some point have had an addiction to, which is what it is. It's not a phenomenon. It's an addiction. That's all that is, Cass. It's been around for years with so many different types of games. Yeah, it's an addiction. It's not a phenomenon at all. I think Ubisoft is actually listening to the fans who might be a proper assassin. I think it's going back to how it was, how the old games were. And an origin story would help us understand Basim a lot more, because we didn't really understand him in Valhalla. and understand his motive. So I think that would be good. You recommended Keller to play Elden Ring and you rated 10 out of 10, but you rated 900 out of 10. You like Shay more than Adewale. I like the fact that they explain Shay's reasoning. I think that's the important part. It's the reasoning behind it. I really enjoyed. Right, we've got to get across here. Try not to be seen, obviously. Need to grab this shard. I'll let him look this way first. In we go. Now, I don't know if I can get to where he is. There's a shard there as well, actually, I need to get to. Okay. Let's move this one. We'll try and make a quick jump across. And in. Thank you. Grab this shard, and we've got to come back out and try and get up to kill him, by the looks of things. Fine. Thank you. Okay, we can actually block the reinforcements in, by the looks of it. You can cut the rope, I think, that blocks them in. Stop there. In we go. The only thing I wish from Ubisoft is they would have made more female protagonist assassins. Yeah, I think there's obviously a reason they haven't. I'm not sure what it is, but yeah, I think I got killed. And it's a shame they haven't focused more on the female assassins. In some of the time periods, though, it wouldn't work because women didn't have as much freedom in some of the time periods, did they? So that's the thing they have to be aware of. Is what actually works historically. So I think that's what they've got to be aware of. Right, now we can't get any guards come after us, as we've taken them out. Now, I'm assuming I can jump across here and climb up. I can indeed. Oh, happy days. Let's try and do the assassin. There we go. That's the assassination I really enjoy. The sliding assassination. Trophy achieved, low blow. You need a girl from Liberation. Yeah, I know, there should be more. But it's so dependent on time period though, isn't it? It's a phenomenon because there's actually a medical condition for people who are addicted to Facebook. It's not a phenomenon though, if it's an addiction. So the medical condition of people who are addicted to Facebook is a medical condition that is an addiction. Which means it's not a phenomenon. They're two different things. A phenomenon is something that cannot be explained, whereas an addiction can be explained. You really want to go back to the old fighting style of the games. The old fighting style was good. It was slow. It was methodical, but it was also, from what I found playing the older games, rewarding. When you actually win a fight, you actually feel like you've earned it. I do think some of the countering in some of the games is a bit slow, and that needs to be sped up a little bit. But other than that, it's pretty good. You didn't ever like the RPG gameplay. See, I enjoyed the RPG gameplay, to be fair. But then I like RPG games. So I think, yeah, I can understand people not liking it, but at the same time, there is a lot of people that did like it. And in some ways, I'm glad they tried it. Whether they keep going with it, we don't know. But at least they tried something different. They could have carried on the way they started with all the games they did. And it may have got a bit boring and they may have lost a lot of fans because it wouldn't be, the same anymore. So trying something new is never a bad thing, I don't think. You do want a good female protagonist. Assassin's Creed India protagonist is the father of Henry Green. Oh, the one on this one we need to do. Yeah, that's the last one, isn't it? Didn't think about that. Assassin's Creed movie takes place right off Assassin's Creed 2 story, and Assassin's Creed is a sequel to the movie. On facts with Cass. Cass, you've been missed with your facts. The reason why I like the RPG games is because they made the world vast and beautiful and unique. I will, yeah, the world was so alive. I will say that in the RPG games, wasn't it? It was so alive, filled with life, and the cities were full of people doing their daily business, which felt really natural. And I think in a linear setting, you're not likely to get that kind of thing the same way. The combat was just so good. RPG minutes always level up. All they do is gain more health. The combat doesn't. the combat moves themselves very quickly became old. I said this in Valhalla, that the actual move set is very small. So once you've done it a few times, you know, bashed a few heads a few times, it doesn't feel as rewarding. Whereas the actual old style games do. And I'm not, you know, I love the RPG style games as well as the old games, but I think combat is probably more rewarding in the older style games. That's what I've found anyway, going back through the franchise now. When it's joined the chat. I don't mind you criticising, Cass, but you also know I'm not going to agree with you if I don't agree with you. That's the thing. Criticism is good as long as you can back up your opinion and are willing to listen to someone else's opinion at the same time, which you do. I'm not criticising you in the slightest. Always enjoy having you in chat, Cass. Right, we've got to assassinate the guard to free the concubine. That's what we've got to do. This is going to be tricky, I've got a feeling, because there's a lot of guards here. I want to take out the one at the top first, I think, if I can. Okay, so we need to go up this wall here. Although we can see into that room, we've actually got to go through the doorway, I think. It's a mistake. I can't kill him. No, that was a mistake. He saw me too quickly there. Concubine's died. That's annoying. That's the second concubine out of 3 we've lost. All because I got seen. I tried to do it quickly. I should have probably waited and just held off. I tried to do it quickly, and obviously that's 2 concubines we've lost. Ah, that's a shame. These things happen, unfortunately. All we've got to do is take it out on the guards, I think. That's all we can do now. Take out the frustration on the guards. Okay. I think we're climbing up. There we go. Why have I got... I think that's a graphical glitch. Or is someone inside... someone in the building. I was going to say, why can someone see us? It's because they're inside that little bit there. I didn't know that. I could see his view area, but not see where he was. Perfect. That's because I don't. If you're not a fan of RPG games anyway, obviously, it's going to be that personal preference. But then, like I say, I get the criticism that people have with them as well. My only thing I would say on that is as long as people have given them a chance. I think in this day and age, people, if you look at review sites, before the game's even out, people are reviewing it as bad if they dislike what it sounds like. And I think that's the problem with this day and age. We're so quick to criticise without actually giving it a go and seeing for ourselves. That's my only issue I have with some of these things. I just think people need to hold off the criticism a little bit and just actually try it and see what they think. Okay. Right, so there's nothing here. There is a shard here we need to grab. I've missed a chest. How did I miss the chest? Too late now. We can't go back that far now. Somehow I've managed to miss the chest. To be fair, if we want better marks on this one, we're going to have to redo it anyway to get all the concubines and things. I still don't know if we're going for platinum. I've still not looked at trophies, to be fair. Lovable Cass is like that one sibling who says Santa isn't real and then told us to stop me from spoiling brother siblings. There is that, yes. I'll give you that, Cass. The scariest part in some games for me was doing Assassin's Creed 2 and Francesco de Pazzi kills Gianni Medici. That's the scariest, really? Okay. I'm trying to think what I would say the scariest one for me has been, to be fair. I don't know what the scary... I haven't found... I wouldn't say any of them are scary as such. That's my issue, I think. We may get seen by the orange guy here. No, he's not going to come close enough. That's lucky them. Because he can detect us in places. That yellow guy is a pain to get hold of. I want to assassinate this guy as he comes past. It's like the noise kind of was okay. So this guy, I think how we're going to beat him essentially. Might be able to sneak past him here. We may get detected in a second. I may have just messed this up. Maybe not. We'll just take him out anyway. Here we go. But that's only best in Chronicles. Well, I don't know, do I, just yet? It's too early for me to say what one's the best and which one's not. So far, I'm enjoying the gameplay. The gameplay's pretty tricky. You can get killed very quickly, but it's very rewarding when you get through a section without being seen. It's just difficult to do. How am I getting past these guys is the question. So down, we can't go anywhere there. We can hang off the edge of the bridge. My only thinking is possibly noise dart, potentially, or whistle. But then there's going to be a lot of guards looking. We could try and noise dart. Firecrackers don't seem to do much, to be fair. I need all of them to kind of look away. Can't kill anyone immediately because we will get seen by the noise. So I've got to be a bit careful noise-wise. Is that guy staying there to look around? Still might get... I think I'm going to get seen. Don't think he knows where I am. They're all looking for me, but I don't think they know where I am. If they don't, I'm okay. Give me an assassination. There we go. I think that was kind of inevitable to be seen eventually there, wasn't it, by the looks of things? Being an Indian myself, I think Ubisoft adds too much Indian aspects to hit Indian protagonists like Far Cry 4. Like, that's a little too much. Yeah, I don't know until we do India, to be fair, so I can't really comment. Made the Assassin's Creed UK game, and all you find is Queen's Country and cups of tea. You're trying to go all British there, aren't you, Cass? Yeah, even Syndicate, they don't really drink tea, do they, to be fair? But I know what you mean. I think sometimes they try not to offend people, and I think a lot of games do it, where they try not to offend certain types of people. But in doing that, they actually make it worse. Oh, they found the body. It's okay. I need to give them a chance to move. See you later. I had no choice in the end. They found the body. Okay, I can go back. I know there's a shard there we need to grab. There's something else up there as well. So actually, I've got to actually go that way. Okay, we have to go this way. I'll hide here for a minute. Mainly because I know they're both going to speak to each other in a second. My favourite Chronicle game is Assassinate Russia, but that's because I get to shoot people. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I don't know much about the China history, the Russian history, or the Indian history, to be fair. So I'm interested to see what kind of story it is as well. There are people in this Chronicles have two. Yeah, there's 3 stories in total, so you can buy the games individually. But I wouldn't say it's worth buying them individually, personally. He's not going to see the body there. Yeah, you can buy them individually, or I bought it as a trilogy for a really good price. So there's 2 other stories after China. At least in Watch Dogs Legion, you can go to the pub and get drunk. It's a realistic British game. There is that. Although, you say that now, Britain's changed a lot. Like when I was younger, yes, you'd see people getting drunk all the time. You don't... I'm going to get seen. Oh no, I got killed. My own fault. I didn't look at what his pattern of behaviour was. I didn't wait. I just ran in. And this is why you can't just run in and attack. in this. You get seen so easily. But yeah, it's all changed now. The days of going to the pub all the time are kind of gone now in this country. Pubs are dying massively. Whereas when I was younger, we was always in the pub. But yeah, it's a different ball game now. Watch Dogs Legion Assassin's Creed DLC was the more Assassin. You can't say that, Cass, because it wasn't an Assassin's Creed game. I know what you're saying, but I'm going to disagree with you. Admittedly, I've not done it yet. I'm still doing Assassin's Creed 2. You guys on the channel are still seeing Assassin's Creed 1. Not Assassin's Creed 1, sorry. You guys are still seeing Watch Dogs 1 DLC. I've started recording and doing Assassin's Creed. Watch Dogs 2, sorry, is what I've started doing. So that'll be on the channel once we finish Watch Dogs. Which I think will be next week, actually, to be fair for you guys. Obviously, I'm ahead of what you're seeing. That's the thing. Snapping sounds when you break the neck or snap the... yeah, the noise is when they crack the necks themselves or when you snap the necks. That's the noise you're hearing. Right, this hasn't gone well. Admittedly, we are nearly done for this mission. We're just going to get up there by the looks of things. But we've lost 2 of the 3 concubines. She's not going to be happy with us, is she? The Empress. Although we've got to get past these guys yet. Okay. Is he going to walk through? He is. Okay. Let's come to where I am, please. Perfect. I like it when they walk straight past you. Gives you a very easy chance of doing things, doesn't it? When they actually walk past you. Okay, how are we getting... There's 2 guys here to deal with and 2 above. Don't think I can go... How big's my whistle? Not enough. I need him to come towards me, don't I? Do a noise dart. I don't want to affect the guy at the top, ideally. We'll try a noise dart. I don't know if it's going to work. I need him to come more towards me, but he's not really going to. Oh, the jailbreak. Set in the future, so maybe it's gone back to the roots. Oh, there is that point, yeah. Legion's set in the future, isn't it? So there is a chance England's gone back to the old times, I suppose. Yeah, no, there is that aspect. We've extremely adapted to my environment. I bet if I visit the UK for more than a week, I'll have a natural British accent. I can only do a British accent easily, but I'm more close to the US. Yeah, you and a British accent, Kaz, would be quite funny. How long have you been playing this game? Is the China's very long? I thought this would be really quick, a really quick run through. I'm wrong. This is our 4th stream. They've all been 2 hours, so we're what, 2, 4, 6, 8 hours in an hour's time, and we're still in China. And I can't tell you how much more of the China story there is to do, because I don't know. So yeah, they're a lot longer than I expected them to be, which definitely means you get your money's worth, more than I expected. I had to bite the bullet in the end and just go for it, and it worked. Better than I was expecting that to be fair. Okay. There is a shard up there, but I don't quite know how we get there yet. Well, the one thing I've noticed is firecrackers are pointless. That's one thing I found very, very quickly in this. I've got 2 guards here. Are they going to turn around? I need to know if they're going to turn around before I try and stand up and try and go above them. I know there's a shard behind one. I'm going to get seen no matter what I do, aren't I? I really need to turn off the screen save of my laptop. It's just turned itself off because I've not moved it in an hour. Bear with me a second. I can't actually see chat for a second. Right, who's the tougher enemy, do we think? Because we'll need to jump down on one of them, at least. And then have to defend against the other. Right, sorry, let's get chat back. Right, chat's back now. So yeah, we're about 8. We're going to be 8 hours in when we finish today's stream. I don't know how much more there is. I really thought there would be a lot shorter than this. Your interaction with words saying, well, watch it all the way to the end. You've known right from the early days, Cass, that my focus has always been the social aspect. That's why we started this. That's why I interact with the chat so much, because that's what I wanted this for. It wasn't necessarily... I talk to myself when I play games anyway, So, you know, it's a natural thing that way. But I wanted and needed a social life, which is why we started this. And that's why I talk to chat a lot. Okay. I think I have to come out the window. I need to get up there, actually, don't I? Is he gonna... Okay, he's gonna walk away for a second. I've got a chance to go up. There's two guys here, though, so I've got to be a bit wary. I'm gonna have to take one out and then hope the other one turns around late. He's gonna see the body otherwise. No, wrong time. But we did okay. We may have been seen, but we got away with it, I think. More than I expected to there. Assassin's Creed Bloodlines, Assassin's Creed side game with Altair. I know. Do you know what? I'm hoping, because we get this big Assassin's Creed live stream in September, which is going to tell us more about the upcoming games and stuff like that. I'm hoping with that they're going to tell us. Can I kill him from there? Might be too high up. No, not be right. I'm hoping we're going to hear about possibly a remaster of Assassin's Creed 1. That's what I want to hear in that September stream. Shejun is getting a live action series movie. I heard something about this. I didn't know how true it was. But they're actually doing it, are they? I think that's a good thing. There's so many stories you could do within Assassin's Creed that would, I think, work well on the screen, if done properly. Okay, we have got another guy to kill here. Is he going to see the body? If he does, we're in trouble. Yeah. That's what I was afraid of, him seeing the body. Okay for a minute. Right, we got to wave it. I wasn't expecting to get away with that as much as we did, but we did. I think I'm getting better at the combat, although obviously you've got to be as silent as possible, as much as possible. The only downside about Resistance living a life as a guard is all that heavy metal and armor all day. Yeah, oh yeah, it can't have been nice for them, can it? You got to think the damage it would do to their body anyway, wearing that day in, day out. There's never become a comic that takes place after. Really? Oh wow. I'm liking Assassin's Creed Syndicate for the way we're talking about Edward Kenway as well. They talk about him a lot, mainly because we visit his house. So I think I really enjoy that at the minute with Syndicate. As we've always questioned about the guards in Assassin's Creed games, but it's not just the guards in Assassin's Creed games. In real life, guards were guards. They wore their armour for long periods of time. It damaged them, but that's what they did. They had to stand and guard these places for long periods of time. That's just how it was. I've got a bit of story to listen to.
It is good to see you again. What is wrong? I'm sorry.
It's a trap. That sounds to me like that's a trap. Yeah, our score wasn't that good, was it, in the end? Let's hope it's better than the first Assassin's Creed film. It needs to be, doesn't it? You can beat Far Cry 4 in 14 minutes just waiting during the game's intro. Really? Wow. Also, you need to play Far Cry 3. It gets for 10 out of 10. I've not played Far Cry in years, and I don't even remember which one I last played, to be fair. Cass is 10 out of 10. Far Cry 3, Elden Ring, Assassin's Creed 4, Red Dead Redemption 1, Bully Scholarship Edition. Bully was incredible back in the day. I never played Red Dead Redemption 1, to be fair. I think I've played Far Cry 3, I think, but I don't know for sure. Assassin's Creed 4, obviously, we've done. Elden Ring, we haven't done. And Bully, I played back in the day as well. A lot of people like Bully, don't they? I think the problem with rating games, though, is you can say Elden Ring's 10 out of 10. I'm not disagreeing because I've not played it, so I can't comment if it's good or bad or whatever. In my opinion, I don't know. But if someone doesn't like that style of game, they're not going to say it's 10 out of 10. I think that's the issue with rating games. It's down to your personal opinion and what you enjoy, isn't it? I know a lot of people rage on Elden Ring and give up. That's the other thing. Red Dead Redemption 1 is better than Red Dead Redemption 2. gameplay wise, Red Dead Redemption better story. Red Dead Redemption 2 was incredibly. The story was incredibly good. To be fair, we need to do that on the channel at some point. It won't be a plan and run though, because it'll take forever. Unbiased opinion: if you play Elden Ring, you'll generally get obsessed. I don't think I will, because I generally don't get obsessed with any game. I just don't. The same as I don't rage when it comes to games and things. I'm just not that kind of person, to be honest. Yeah, I don't generally get obsessed. In fact, I can't even remember a game I've been obsessed about. You know, if I enjoy it and I want to keep going. But other than that, I wouldn't say it's obsessive, though. That's the thing. So, in this level, we managed to finish it. We messed up massively. We got 2 concubines killed. We got no shadow points. We got 7 golds in Assassin and 1 silver. We need to get better at Brawler. That's why we're losing points dramatically. We got 5 bronze and 1 silver and no golds there. Didn't complete the secondary objective because we didn't save the concubines. We missed the chest, but we did get all the animus shards. 46 minutes 30 for that level. Some of these levels take a while. I know I was talking quite a lot throughout and stopping and reading chat and stuff, but they do take a while. Our level score was 780 out of 2000. That's bad. So we didn't get the Helix bar upgrade. We didn't get the increase in health, which we desperately need, to be fair. That's the thing. We desperately need that health increase. Elden Ring won't get you to rage. You'll only rage if you haven't explored. And I know you love exploring, going back to the old location. Okay, that's interesting. Right, let's move on to next memory. So the story as it ended that mission seemed like the Empress had turned us in, had betrayed us, and set a trap that we'd fallen straight into. Shay Jun looks like she's in a bit of trouble. I'm hoping we can get out of it.
We meet again, Xiao Jun. I recognized you in Na'an. I remembered that you were once a concubine, along with the Empress. She was more than willing to lure you here.
Lies! I had no choice.
She chose to live. Her life meant more to her than yours. Who would blame her?
I forgive you, sister.
Your forgiveness is touching, but useless. There will be no rebirth of the Assassin's Brotherhood. You have no friends left. The last person alive who you thought you could trust betrayed you. That is how we wiped out your kind. So trusting of others, so weak and pathetic. The same qualities your master showed just before I killed him.
Come closer, and I'll show you how weak and pathetic I am.
Master, allow me.
Wow. So, turns out the princess didn't have a choice. Do we believe her? Possibly. But Shay Jun is in a bit of trouble here, and we need to flee. I'll catch up on chat, then we'll read the mission, and then we've got 6.5 minutes to try and do it if we want to increase damage. Normally, the timed levels, we've done one before when we was trying to get out of Macau while the port was burning, and we missed it by 1 second. So I think these are, they're against the clock. I don't think there's a maximum time, but that's the time you've got to beat if you want upgrades, rather than points. Let's catch on chat. Thanks for the like, it was much appreciated. You go far as saying Elden Ring is easier than Assassin's Creed 1. I can't, I won't comment on things I've not played. All bosses in Elden Ring have such a good story that it generally shot. I've heard quite a bit about the bosses. I know about the final boss isn't what it seems until you do it, if that makes sense. George R.R. Martin, director of Game of Thrones, helped make Elden. I heard he did something with it. I didn't know what he'd done though. Forgot to add Ghost of Tsushima 10 out of 10. Well, hopefully, by looking at the votes so far, Ghost of Tsushima will be after Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Looking at the votes so far in our poll on Discord. I need to actually probably boil that down and put it on some of the chats as well. Poll on chat to add to that kind of thing. Possibly. But then I don't know who's voted like 10 times. That's the problem. Right, this is Demon Fire. I may have to ignore chat for a minute, unless I pause the game to try and get through this in one piece. This is Demon Fire 1530 Forbidden City. As Xiao Jun and QG battle to the death A deadly fire caused by the confrontation begins to spread throughout the city. Once Xiao Zhan overcomes QG, she will have to escape the inferno covering the city before it engulfs her as well. So pretty much like the Macau level, where the port was on fire from the boats without burning to try and find us. We have to escape the fire, but before we can escape the fire, we've got a few people that are standing in our way a little bit here. This will be interesting. Detroit, who become human, gets your 10 out of 10, but not gameplay. Story-wise, the story is really good, to be fair. Yeah, Keller really enjoys Death Stranding. I want to do it at some point, to be fair. It's free on PlayStation Plus Premium. The director's cut. It's something I'm interested in. What do I think is the most underrated Assassin's Creed game? Assassin's Creed 3. Because I know Assassin's Creed 3 gets a lot of hate. I think it's incredibly underrated for how good it actually is. If you pay attention to the story, the growth of the main character, the main protagonist Connor, if you listen and to his story from beginning to end, you see the growth in such a big way. Yeah, I think that's probably the most underrated. You hate Assassin's Creed? I know you hate Assassin's Creed 3, Cass. And yeah, Odyssey to you is just, it doesn't happen. Yeah, I think Assassin's Creed 3 is probably the most underrated, I would say. But then you could probably say that for Rogue as well, to be fair. I think Rogue gets forgotten about quite a lot. Because obviously you turn. And I think that's why people ignore it a little bit. Right, let's give this a go. This may end really badly, really quickly. We shall see. Oh. Nice little dodge that. That wasn't me who did that. That was automatic. Throwing knives to cut the ropes. Okay, cool. Oh, we have got a database entry. So have a quick look at the database entry. I'm giving myself time before I have to try and defend myself and not die. So this database entry will be about the guy we're fighting, QG. He's got high health, high damage. His attack speed is fast. His detection speed is fast. Moves up to the front line, counters standard attacks, counters heavy attacks. Okay, this isn't going to be good. Revenge attacks as well. QG, also known as the Demon, was a Templar and member of the group of eunuchs known as the Tigers. He was famous for his cruelty and his fighting skills. He acquired his nickname following his atrocious deeds in Shaanxi, where under orders from Zhang Yong, he razed entire villages in retaliation for the Prince of Anhua uprising. Armed with the crushing Chu weapon, QG is a fearsome opponent. We're probably just about to find out how fearsome, aren't we? Hyphen's the best. Where Hyphen proves Connor wrong, Connor goes speechless, but how Connor's protagonist and not Hyphen. But then it makes sense that he's speechless. That's the thing. It does all work really well story-wise. Good evening, Godkey. How are you? Right. We've got to fight, we've got to survive, we've got to run. So apologies if I missed chat for a couple of minutes while I try and get through this. Hyphen's protagonist, what was the first? Yeah, he was, yeah. It's raining bad, isn't it? We've got pure heat here at the minute. We had rain 2 days ago, but we didn't really do anything. In Chinese, Q is pronounced Chi. Yeah, my pronunciation's horrendous, isn't it? Right, I can't attack him from the front because he will counter attacks. I need to make him stand there. I need to throw that up there. Oh, he got me. Desynced. I've got to try and throw a knife to knock the thing down from the top to land on him. Because I don't know how we can attack him since he counters moves. Wrong button. I'm trying to throw a knife and not actually defend myself. That's not good. Let's try this again, shall we? I'm not too bad, thank you. Not too bad at all. Okay, let's counter him here. And again. Couldn't get the... I can't get the knife away quick enough to actually make it land on him. Heard tomorrow will be heavy rains or storm. You get the skip work. Do you actually get the skip work if there's heavy rains? Well, okay, we've caught him with fire. But he counters... Yeah, he's going to counter every move. Can we get him again here? He dead this time? No, and he's countering my move again. And we've got to escape this fire as well. Are you going to attack or not? We did, and I missed it. I missed the counter. This is tricky, and this is only the first part there. We've got to get out the level after this to run away from the fire. I cut it down, but it doesn't matter. Right, I've got to find a different way of doing this. I think I need to back up immediately so we can try and get him to fall under those really quickly. Like that one. Kind of need to get over his back. There we go. That's what I needed. I need to fire caught him there. Roll over the back. Run. We'll try and get him again here. I may back myself in the corner a little bit. Ah, we got desynchronized because of the fire. Okay, so I need to kind of get over his back and then make it land down. So it's all about rolling over him and getting the fire to hit him at the right time. Ah, we've got decent. Right, so if we're too close, we get killed. Learning from this lesson. Yeah, same as Godkey, Cass. I hope you are safe. Right, that's one. I need to counter him, roll over, and try and get this one done while he's still there. We got him there. Oh, he desynced me at the same time. I wasn't too close to him. This is kind of like a boss fight, yeah. We've got to run after this. This is just the start of this. We've got to do a lot of running. I can't do that. Well, it's too close to us. Right. Counter, roll over. Run to this way. But yeah, it's pretty similar to a boss fight, yeah. Run. I need to do a second one. Okay, I'm going to need to counter and roll again. Missed him, I think. I think I'm too far away. That was a poor one from me. Got to get this last one. We need to counter and roll. Missed the roll. You got to time the roll so quickly. I think it's going facing the wrong way. Oh, nice little move there. There we go. Missed it with the dagger there. Nice counter. Ah, desynced. We had a chance to kill him, and I missed the counter. Wow, this is tricky. You got no internet due to thunder. That's never good. You'd expect fire to instantly kill. You kind of would, wouldn't you, I suppose? Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. It does if it hits us. But our lack of help is probably the reason for that. Right. I might have missed that one. Yeah. That's a nice count. We actually don't need to use the fire necessarily. If I can counter, we block that one. And we're desynced. Okay. It doesn't work all the time. Easy to kill, is on fire. Every single boss fight is extremely beautiful. I've seen some of them actually, to be fair, and some of them do look really good. Okay. Would have been hit once, so we can't afford to be hit again now. Right, that's one. Run. That's two. Might try something here. No, he blocked me. Missed it. Combating this is tricky. Simmer gave everyone a chance to quit Genshin, to be fair. I don't know, I'm not sure. Simmer enjoys Genshin far too much, I think, to quit like that. Got him there. So if we have a back to him, we can get the counter to work that way. You can't counter. Missed the counter. That's a nice little one. Need to get across. Like that. Run. Okay. Need to get this perfectly lined up. Nice counter. I think we just need one more of these to fall him. He's near dead. This is the bit where we fail though. and have done it several times already. Okay. I can counter backwards. That normally gives me a nice little shot like that. He's down. We finally beat him. Took a while, but we did. We learned some hard lessons.
Going to go up in flames. I need to get out of here.
Yeah, we're in trouble. We've got to escape the Forbidden City as quickly as possible before the flames get us. Oh, she died. She jumped too far. I think I was too high above the next pole. Please don't tell us to do it from the start. Please don't do it from the start. Please don't do it from the start. No, we're okay. Thought we'd have to do the boss again. Luckily we didn't. I think I was too high on that last jump, which obviously made the issue there. Flames. We're okay. Come on, climb. Go, 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 go. What's it like Malkuth the Maggot? I don't know any of their names, to be fair. That fire's incredibly close to us. This is tricky, I tell you. We've got to do this in 6.5 minutes. Not sure if that includes the boss fight. If it does, we've failed. No. Fire caught up with us. Can't move any quicker. That's the weird thing there. Seems weak. Yeah, it's lack of armour, I think, is the reason for the weakness. More than anything else. I think it is just the lack of armour. You can't take many hits. In fact, we can take 2. Unless it's fire. And then it's a lot less. Okay. We've got to keep moving. Ah, she fell off. I was going to see if we can jump across the ledge quickly. These kill animations are pretty good. She was half trained by Ezio. Well, she was trained before she met Ezio. She did have a mentor before Ezio, but she went to Ezio for help when the assassins were killed in China by the tigers. So she did have a mentor who trained her first. But she went to him for help. We know how that went. No! I can't even get past this bit. You've beaten every Assassin's Creed main game 12 games. Nice. Black Flag's pretty good. Yeah, I do enjoy Black Flag. Right, we need speed. And this is as fast as we can go. That is with R2, which is the run button held in as well. So, that's telling me maybe I'm missing something. There must be an easier way. This is the fastest we can go. Right, we're down. Run. Okay, now what? We're running away from that fire. That fire's close. I do like the slide kills. The slide kills, I think, are amazing. Right, up, 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 up. There's guards here as well, annoyingly. Would you really stay here as a guard? Considering, obviously, the place is on fire. Would you be staying, or would you be getting out of here? Oh, I need the shard, don't I? Ah, fire. I went for the shard and I shouldn't have done because the fire got me first. Can't say what you wanted. Well, because someone hasn't played one and we don't want to spoil it. I'm trying to keep an eye on chat as well as run. But yeah, the slide kills are really nice. Okay. I'm kind of going to make a decision whether we go for the shard or not. Because the shard is there. And we do need to grab it. But it depends on the fire. I got it. Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. Let's go. I'm gonna go. I know what we're gonna do. Chandeliers. We've seen these before in Assassin's Creed, haven't we? Jumping from chandelier to chandelier. Definitely not the first time we've had to do that before. Right, we're out. Down the side. Nothing there to pick up. Up we go. There's guards here again. One by guard. We're definitely not doing this within the time frame it wanted us to do. I'll tell you that now. I always do that for some reason. Always run off the edge. So is that done? I know I need to catch up on chat, so we'll do in a second. Trying to break his shield. think I've got to jump across, get up here, open the gate, and we'll catch them and chat once we're done, by the way. It's just... I'm trying not to die. I think up, over. Don't do that. Oh, there's a window there. I didn't see the window. Over. Yep, fire's coming. Shei-Jun, run, Shei-Jun. Run, Shei-Jun. No, we're dead. Didn't slide underneath the guard quick enough, which obviously got us killed. I will catch them on chat as soon as we got through this. I'm dying enough without trying to keep up with chat at the same time. Right. This guard's going to get killed, we know this. Next grind, I need to slide, kill, up. Shei-Jun, move. Down. He's dead. Not worried about the guards. The fire's taking care of the guards for us. The guards aren't important at this point. Can't really help. Unfortunately, we can't help the prisoners. Helpful was it? Jump! I need to slide. I didn't even think about sliding under that. I should have slid. I have to leave the prisoners behind, I'm afraid. I don't think we've got a chance to get any of them out. Over. Slide. Run, Shei-Jun. I think this is probably the hardest level we've had to do so far. Even the last one, the Port of Macau, was easy compared to this, I think, personally. That may have been a mistake, we'll find out in a second. Okay. Jump across. Up we go to the window. Onto the roof. There's a shard down here to grab. I missed the jump completely. I jumped far too early, I think was the problem there. Yeah, far too early jump. That's better. Just high enough there. I do like the parkour in this. Yes, it's tricky to get right. And it's all about timing. But I'm really enjoying it as well. It is fulfilling when you actually get it perfect. It is really good. I think we've done. I think that's the level done. Wow. What a level. We're going to be... What did we get? Wow. We got silver. And we got the increased damage upgrade. 5 minutes 35. Wow. That felt like a lot longer than that. Let me catch up on chat before we continue. Obviously, I couldn't look like I normally did when I was doing that. Story lore knowledge-wise, I'm the best when it comes to Assassin's Creed. Yeah, I can't disagree with you there, Cass. You beat Odyssey yesterday, Gorky. Nice, well done. Playing Odyssey, but I hate it the most. You don't count as an assassin. Yeah, I know. I know why you're saying that, Cass. You're playing Black Flag on PS4. Oh, you beat it on Xbox 360 last time. Ah, okay. I was going to be running for my life. I don't know about the other people. I'm saving myself. To be honest, I think most people would, wouldn't they? Why would you still be stood there? You'd pay money to see Soldier. But we are going to play Elden Ring. I don't know when. Obviously, I can't buy it at the minute because it's still full price, and I can't at the minute. We will be doing it at some point. I suppose, yeah, they would still die later. How is that 556 years old? Love to see if his temper. I don't lose my temper, to be fair. I think I love the Godfrey boss fight. Elden Ring hard, no joke. Go explore and learn yourself. Oh yeah, no, I understand that aspect. I know there's people wanting me to do it to see me rage, and unfortunately, I don't get annoyed by games. I know people that would throw their controllers at the wall and the TV because of a game. I've never been that way inclined. Yeah, I don't get annoyed. I've just always had a very long piece of string. It'd be interesting to see if Elden Ring can break it. To be fair, I don't honestly think it will, but you don't know until you try. But we'll be doing it on the channel at some point. I just can't tell you when because I don't know. That's we know we're probably doing Ghost of Tsushima next after Syndicate. Looking at the vote system so far. You only raised twice in the entire... Really? You only raised twice? How did you manage that, Cass? Right, let's see what happens now. I've escaped the burning city. I think we've killed the last tiger other than the one in charge. I think there's still one more boss to go. This story I don't think it's over yet. Let's have a look. We've now got an increase of damage of all Shay Jun's attacks. That's definitely a bonus. We needed that. That last boss. Yeah, did have panthers and jaguars, yeah. Yeah, the animals and it was pretty good. Right, next memory time. I would assume we're going to be finding a way to take out the final tiger. That's my guess.
In the shadows. My prey is Sang-Yong. I should walk in the darkness and strike swiftly. No one will stop me in my hunt. All your tigers are dead. Only you remain. I'll take back what you stole from us. My box and my land. Now you plan to let Altan Khan and his Mongolians through the Great Wall. Madness. You'd let those barbarians invade our home rather than lose your grip on power. They will not breach the wall. They will not reach China. I will stop them, and then I am coming for you.
Sounds like we're not massively miles away from the end of the China story, by the sounds of it. That's the way I'm getting from that story bit. I don't think we're that far away from the end of it. That last boss, easy. They did good with the animations. They're pouncing you. Yeah, the animation where they're pouncing you and scratch at you and you had to throw them off was pretty cool, to be fair, Goated. So this is the Betrayal 1532, the Great Wall. Xiao Zhan has defeated all of the tigers but one. Zhang Yong still lives. Before she can finally kill the leader of the tigers, she must stop his final plan. An insane scheme that would see the Mongolians, led by Altan Khan, let through the Great Wall and into China. Xiao Zhan cannot allow this to pass. She must locate the three gatehouses and close the gates before the Mongolians get through. If we get 850 points, we get increased firecracker ammo. We get counter damage if we get 1120. Ignore the plus game mode one. And 300 points if we assassinate the Mongolian scouts. This sounds like it'll be pretty tricky. So we need to get to 3 different gatehouses and close the gates, basically. Yeah, the sound effects were good. The only thing I think was the issue was sometimes there wasn't enough certain animals around. So when you need like rabbits or hares, you just wouldn't see them for ages. Other than that, I think it was pretty good. Now, so this is our 5th map. Because all the maps listed there are ones we've done. They all have a bit of information about them. So this is the 5th one. The Great Wall of China is a series of fortifications built along the 8,850 kilometers historical northern border of China. It is actually the junction of several walls made in various times and locations, but the majority of it was built during the Ming Dynasty. Today it is one of the most famous tourist attractions in the world. It is considered one of the greatest architectural projects in human history, with the longest duration and cost in human effort. The Great Wall is made of stone, wood, rammed earth and brick. It has been rebuilt, perfected and repaired over the centuries. The earliest wall sections were made as early as the 7th century BC under the Qin dynasty and the rule of Qin Shi Huang, who had conquered all his opponents' kingdoms and founded the first empire of China. I knew quite a bit about the Great Wall of China. I didn't know that. That's quite cool. Probably always playing Odyssey, you used to know full damage. Yes, the minute you go to the next game, full damage becomes an issue, doesn't it? You kind of... I wouldn't expect it to be able to be seen from space, to be fair. Was that a myth that you can see it from space, is it? I didn't think you could, personally. Right, we've got another person. Altan Khan. So this is the person being allowed through the gates. Altan Khan, 1507 and 1582, was a powerful Mongol general and was a descendant of Kublai Khan. He is famous for establishing ties between Mongolia and Tibetan Buddhists, and for being the first Mongolian to cross the Great Wall of China. He started harassing Chinese frontiers in 1529, raiding for plunder and livestock, until he went through to Beijing, which he besieged and set on fire. I'm assuming that he's related to Genghis Khan somewhere down the line would be my guess. What document have we got? Shay Jun's memories. Okay, this is Shao Jun's memories. I don't realise when you scuba dive there would be a cutscene when you look out a sunken ship window you can see a colossal squid. Yes, we saw that. We had that happening. Was that? Yeah, I think that's the one we had happen. I remember the colossal squid. Not sure about the humpback. Performance being at work, I'm already number 2. Number 2 best employee. Possible to be number 1. It'd take me at least 1 year experience for that. Number 2 is still good though, Cass. Especially you've not been there long, haven't you? So, you know, to get number 2 already is incredible. Well done for that, Cass. Right, Shay Jun's Memories Part 8. I've reached the Great Wall and Zhang Yong. The Master of the Tigers has lost his mind. It appeared. He planned to give up our land to barbarians. Not only had he opened the gates for them, but also fed their scouts with layouts of their defences. These men would never go back to their generals. So not only let him through, he's actually given plans to the actual land as well. This is going to be tricky. Fighting sea animals. Okay, let's eagle sink first. That'll give us a map. So we're going to eagle dive, and then we've got about 20 minutes to see if we can get this level done in 20 minutes, because that's all the time of the stream we've got left for. That's quite a long way to go. That is a big, long level. We're still going. Okay. Well, we'll see what happens. There's 4 Mongolian scouts to kill as well. Obviously, I think we still need to be sneaky. I don't want to obviously risk doing anything silly and getting caught so easily if we can avoid it. Like that. That's what I was trying not to do. I got seen immediately. How bad is that? I need that alert to stop. Right, he's down. I got shot anyway. I knew I was going to get shot. I've been there trying to go past him. So, yeah, I went too quickly, basically. Remember, we do increase damage now. I think that's why I managed to kill him in 2. Well, normally it'd be 3 strikes to kill someone. Right, we need to be a bit slow. It's just me rushing, I think, a little bit here. There we go. I'm going to want to... The problem is, as soon as I kill him, I think the body's going to get seen, isn't it? No, he's not going to come close enough. Interesting. Okay. This is going to be tricky then, isn't it? I've got sound. Kind of need to make him look away. While he's looking, I need this guy to turn around in a second. Hopefully I can take him out before that guy sees. There we go. It worked. It was a tricky plan, but it did work. Right, what have we got? There's a chest in there we need to grab. Oh, I can go across to there as well. I don't want to go there yet. So we can go across to that section over there. There's a chest here. Make sure them gates stay open. Right, so these are Mongolian scouts. No, this is the last stream of the week, God Key, I'm afraid. We're back Monday morning for the next stream. This is the last one, I'm afraid. The scheduled video will go live tomorrow afternoon at 1 PM GMT, though. But yeah, last one of the week. But no worries, God Key. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. The squids have sharp cones shapes around the suction cups in their arms, which sink in the blubber, help grip prey. Oh yeah, that's how they hold on to things. The suction cups, as they're called. Why you got a sad face, Cass? Mongolian scouts, health medium, damage medium, attack speed medium, detection medium. They can grab you. They block all light and heavy attacks to his front. Has a melee multi-attack, revenge attack. This scout will deflect incoming attacks to his front and will grab when the chance arises. We don't do Sunday special, we do a Saturday special, and it's every 2 weeks. So it's next Saturday will be the Detroit Become Human stream. It's Saturday tonight, isn't it? So a week today with Detroit. Yeah, next Saturday.
Killing those Mongolian scouts should harm Zhang Yong's plans.
Cool. The minute I kill one, I'm going to alert the other, I think. I might not, actually. Might get away with this. We didn't get away with it. Actually went a lot better than I expected that to. We have a new scroll as well now. Shay Zhan's relationship with Ezio was complicated. She was everything Ezio had been and wanted to forget about, passionate, vengeful and fully devoted to the assassins. Oh, sorry, I read that completely wrong. Shay Zhan's relationship with Ezio was complicated. She was everything Ezio had been and wanted to forget about, passionate, vengeful and fully devoted to the Assassin's Creed. The old master and the young woman had arguments and finally bled together in battle, for the agents of the Tigers had followed Shay Zhan to Tuscany. Ezio finally admitted that he could not turn his back on Shay Zhan and agreed to transmit some of his knowledge and wisdom. Impressed by her fighting ability, he taught her a few tricks and gave the advice only a seasoned fighter could deliver. Finally, he gave Shay Zhan his blessing and let her depart with a gift, a mysterious wooden box which he insisted she did not open unless she lost her way. What secret, what object of wisdom did the box contain? Shay Zhan had no idea. Who's my favourite in Detroit so far? I think I like Marcus, mainly because of his view on things. No, I'm not going out of town or anything. We do the Detroit stream every 2 weeks on a Saturday, so I did an extra stream this week doing this one. So a week Saturday is when we do the Detroit stream. 7 endings. Oh, look, there's 6 endings. Wow. But no, I'm not going to. I've got a wedding next week. Okay. So although we did this, we've actually got to go back over. But yeah, so look out for the schedule video tomorrow. Next week's a bit all over the place. One, because I've got this wedding on physio. Also because the school holidays are now started. Which is what I warned everyone about before, that streams are going to have to be a little bit more minimum during the summer holidays. Although there's things we can do and get round, and there are times when I can stream. Yeah, that kind of thing. Okay, I want a noise dart over there. Bye. Right. We have to finish this level before we finish the stream. I'm going to be a best man at my best friend's wedding. I said, nice, well done, Cass. Congrats. It's not my wedding. It's my other half's brother who's getting married.
Could help me here.
Yeah, it's my other half's brother that's getting married, so we've got to go. I know it's going to kill me, but I haven't got much choice. I need a distraction, so I need this guy to go down. I might see that body. Pick the body up. Pick it up quick. Quick, before he sees me, pick the body up. Thought she wasn't going to pick the body up then. Nicely done. We got him. Okay, there is obviously a guy here that can see us, or 2. Oh, I've been seen. I didn't know he was going to see us from there, but obviously it's a little bit too far, wasn't it? I need. How have you seen me again? This isn't going well so far. Cass wants. Your brother get married soon in Texas. Oh, nice. Cass wants the best for everyone. That's why I have to criticise and point out negative aspects. So that's what's been perfect. Fair enough. It's 2.5 months he's married an African girl. They know since high school. Oh, that's quite cool. Up we go. Get up. Okay. Made it so far. Obviously we haven't killed everyone, but then I suppose we don't. There's a chest. That's not a chest. It's fine. We don't actually have to kill everyone, do we? That's the thing. Sometimes not killing is better than killing. Is that guy going to see me? If he looks down, he is. Okay, so what I need to do here is take this guy out. I'm not going to do that. He doesn't go any further this way, does he? So we've got to take this guy out here. Oh, I've been seen. The cat kind of stood up too quickly there. I stood up too quickly. Silly mistake. Should have even used sound, maybe. Draw him away. Just a silly mistake. Xiao Zhang, by the way. Shei Ojun. I'm not going to be able to say it like that. My pronunciation's rubbish. I know. But I like saying it like that as well. I can't kill this guy from where I am. Strangely. I thought I'd be able to get an assassination on him, but kind of can't. He kind of pops up a little bit, but not for long. You can't do it. Okay. So we can't assassinate him. Not by the looks of it anyway. How low can we go? Not low enough. I could noise these two to get them to stay looking that way. That's something I can do. I don't know what happens once he sees me. I could whistle maybe and bring her a bit closer. Let's try that actually. No, it didn't work. Right, one's down. Oh, he tapped, both attacked me at the same time. This is tricky. I'm trying to think of what other way around this maybe. Is there something else we can do? It's a first guard. We have to kill him, but it's maybe we need to noise all of them. So Webber's avoiding making that one be affected by the noise. Get him to turn round. We're in. Okay, that's slightly better. I wasn't thinking about that till just now. So it makes them all look for noise. Obviously, I think we're still going to get attacked. I try and assassinate anyone here. That's the issue. There we go. Finally got the hang of the combat enough that we could manage that. That was still tricky though. We did it. Okay. Pole here. Well, we've got a guard here to be aware of. Where's he looking? He won't see it. I wondered if he'd see it or not. He's not going to. How he doesn't see it. It's the only thing that annoys me sometimes about these guards. You can see exactly how far he can look. And yet he should see me, shouldn't he? Why can't I pick that shard up? Oh, it's gone full, that's why. Right, there's a shard right at the top. That's all we've got to think about. Be in here. Don't need firecrackers. We found out firecrackers are not very good, and that's why we don't generally use them, to be fair. Out the window. And this should be another synchronization, I believe. Yes. Will we get this done before the end of the stream, or will we have to overrun? Not sure. Still quite a bit to go. All depends on the enemies, doesn't it? Still got Mongolian scouts to see. Haven't seen where they are recently. So we may miss the bonus if we can't find the Mongolian scouts. Right. Reinforcement zone, we've got to be very quiet and careful here. How many guards we got? We've got one moving back and forth there. I can climb up and go above, but they do tend to look up, which is obviously an issue. I can actually go. Oh, I know where I should have moved now. We can go in the actual bit there, can't we? That curtain is on this towards the screen, though. More. We can actually go behind that curtain. That's what I think I should have done.
听说张勇大人亲自指挥这次行动。我知道大人提早到了。
Not too sure I haven't taken out that guard though. Well, it's seen now. Yeah. That went badly wrong very quickly. Come on, someone attack me. There we go. It's so easy to just get caught like that. Okay, Okay. Trying to think best. I should have took out the other guy. I think that would have helped, obviously. You make every video game like a Netflix movie. Thanks, Kurt. Much appreciated. Right, we've got to take this guy out. But obviously we've got to do it without being seen. Like I said, the problem is they look up. If they didn't look up, we could just climb. Because they look up, we can't do that. So we've got to find a better way. I think if I kill him, the body's going to be seen no matter what as well. That's also an issue. So I don't think she's going to drag it in. And it's a reinforcement zone. Yeah, been seen. Double shot. Elder, when you start as a complete loser, but when game you're the most toughest character. Okay. Okay, need to find another way of doing this. It's obviously not working. We've got one noise dart. Maybe that's what we need to be using, is the noise dart. Like I say, it can go up. But the problem with going up. Went that way. I need the other guy to face away. I think that's the way forward. Then take this guy out. I think that's what we've got to do. There we go. Assassin gold for that one. That worked perfectly in the end. Didn't mean to do that. So although it worked perfectly, it's still tricky. So we need to jump across here. Right, I've got no noise darts now, which is obviously an issue. And we've got 3 guards to try and find a way past. I don't think this one's going to come close enough to the curtain for us to do anything. We'll find out in a second. That guard up there is the problem if we try anything. No, not close enough to the curtain. Been seen, I'm dead because he's going to shoot. No, may have just made it away in time. People keep doubting you during the whole game. You prove them wrong over and over. Oh, nice. You don't have throwing knives. We have knives, but they take like 3 knives to kill them because of the helmets. We don't have anything else like crossbow and stuff. But yeah, we do have a knife. We do have throwing knives. I've got them activated now. But it takes 3 shots to take someone out because of the helmets and stuff. So they're not that effective. I know what I want to do. Why am I not doing it? Okay, I got above him. I wasn't expecting to get above him there. I don't think... He kind of got stuck, and I think that's how he managed to get above him there. So, I want that shard that's underneath there. So I'm thinking we take one of these and run towards the other and try and slide and take him out. That's my thinking. Oh, yeah. How did you see me there? He must have heard me jump down, because that's also a thing. If you jump down too far, you create a noise, and the noise gets them to come after you. This is why this is so tricky. If I had a noise dart, I think that would help, but I obviously haven't got one left. And what I need to do is doing it. I could go invisible. I could go invisible to the curtains, but then I'll have to if I time it right, we could go invisible to the curtains, and then take one out to the left, and then hope we can get to the one to the right before he sees us. Potentially, still a risk. Let's try it. It's worth a go. I didn't even do that. Throw a knife at me, doesn't know where it came from. He's down. He's down now. That wasn't what I meant to do in the slightest. I was trying to go invisible and pressed the complete wrong button. They can't see us, luckily. Just throwing knives, but for female stuff, should have more accessories. Well, the story though is you kind of made yourself get captured on purpose. You actually lost your weapons. We had to go back and find our weapons eventually. he packs too much of a punch. Yeah, so you don't have a lot of reserves of weapons because you got yourself captured on purpose to get close to the tigers. So there is reasons behind it. Okay, I've got a different plan. Different plan. We can climb this wall and go high. We've got to get to that guy before he sees us. That's the problem. Like that, obviously. I'm not there. You can't see me, honestly. I'm not here. I didn't think he was going to look through that gap. I really didn't. I think that he actually hurt him with one of his own guys hurt him there. Right, they know we're here. I've obviously got to hide if I can. They don't see me for that timer. We can still take these two out, grab the shard, and move on. We may still do this. Right, that's one dump. Climb up. He may see the body, which means he'll come this way. If he does... Nope. That's all good then. Let's wait for him to walk out. We should be able to take him out this time. What I think she's a really good assassin. I actually really like her as an assassin, to be fair. I think she works really well. And her actual reason for being an assassin and doing what she's doing is admirable. So I think it's explained really well. Obviously, I don't think it's for everyone. I think the actual style of the game will probably put people off. But so far, I like it. Margie, my language, they have trending on social media. Why are they trending? What are they trending for? Right, we're through. We only got a bronze score for that, but we're through. Now, I think that's a Mongolian there. We're already up the time limit I had for this evening. So annoyingly, we are already out of time, but I don't think we can stop halfway through a level. So we're going to have to finish the level before we finish. I can't really extend too much. So hopefully we can get this done quickly. Because I cannot extend by too much.
I need to get that gate closed. Keep the Mongolians out.
We do need to get a gate closed. I need to take this guy down. Potentially without him seeing us, hopefully. Okay, the other guy didn't hear. Bonus. Right, what do we got? In. Okay, we're okay for the minute. Is the first main story which faces extremely unfair for a low level. And Maylina is the hardest boss in the game. Wow. I've seen what some of the, I would say what some of the bosses look like is incredible. Okay. Running on water makes noise, which means we get detected. But we can do that. That works really well. Can I jump off the side of the bridge? I can. My helix bar is full, so we can't grab that anyway. Right, through here, we can make noise. It's not a massive issue. That's the gate closed to stop the Mongols coming in. I think that's the first gate we've done, which is amazing considering we're. I've got to try and speed this up a little bit. Okay. Noise dart's what we needed. Right, we need to be quiet here because obviously they will see us and there are extra guards reinforcements here as well. There we go. Ah, I thought she was going to grab on, she didn't grab on. Why did she not grab on? Oh, there we go, I had to manually do it. Obviously this guy's an issue. Does he change where he's looking? He does. Okay, I'm going to try and take this guy out, I think. Let's go this way. Take him out. I'm just trying to make my life easier. We can't get extra guards to come at us. Right, we've got one guy here to deal with. Turns away for a little split second. Do you think the developers did a good job on the environment? Yeah, I think so. And like I say, I think the guards are very well done. The way they attack and stuff in Detective is good. There are times you think, really? How have you not seen me? When you're only like just out of their view. Because you'd still see someone in that distance, wouldn't you? That's the thing. But they don't. But yeah, I like the setting. As I say, it's a setting I don't know much about. So that's why I also like that. I'm seeing something different. Okay. There's up there, chest. How much more is there? I think still quite a bit. And I need to finish. Okay. Climb up. Ah. That's a bit weird that that pole's there, to be fair. Okay, this one we need to jump on by looks of things. And then we need to get across. Up again. Don't need the blue shard, so we're okay there. Going left, I think now. I jumped too early. I knew I'd done it when I did it. There we go. Right, there's a couple of guards here. This is going to be tricky. We'll get up and over and in quickly. There we go. Okay, 2 guards. One of these, he's going to look down, I think, so I need to take him out before he looks down, and then we're safe, I think. There we go. Oh, I didn't see the other guy. The dog will bark. We've got to be a bit careful. The dog will bark if we get too close. I didn't see the guards in here. Oh, I didn't see the guards in the room. Thank you for the like, that was much appreciated. But yeah, it answers your question good. I think they did a good job. I do think they did a good job, to be fair. That's what I was trying to avoid as well. Okay. In here is the Mongolians we need to kill. That's in that room above these guys. There's 2 of them though. I didn't expect 2. I've been seen annoyingly as well. He doesn't know where I am. Potentially, no, I still can't kill him, can I? Time is gone. I can now. Perfect. Okay, we're okay. We've got to take one out by the window, I think. I hope I can do here. No, he doesn't come close enough. That's another of the Mongols down though. And we killed the other guy, so I think that went quite well. We have another scroll as well. Yeah, it does. It's definitely different. I think it's quite cool how different it is. I think that's the important thing. So next scroll shows Zheng returned to China in 1526 and using a network of old abandoned Brotherhood safe houses sought out Wang Yangming. She finally found him and told him about her travels, death of her mentor and Etsu Auditory. The Chinese master was impressed by the accomplishments of the former concubine. He had not seen her since he helped her escape in the Forbidden City and the young dancer become a skilled killer. Not only trained by Zhu Jiayun, but now also by the Italian legend. Zhao Zheng created an invention of her own fitting to her cat-like agility, the Sheng Bao, or rope dart, which he could use to reach high places in the glimpse of an eye, or propel to a target with deadly momentum and accuracy, killing from afar. Right. As I say, I am massively out of time, but I don't think we can pause anything, so I've got no choice at this point but to carry on. There's a couple of guards here that's going to cause us an issue. Can't do anything with the dog, so we're trying to avoid the dog, because he will make a noise. Like that. One down. That's counter. Perfect. Right, there's a shard there. I don't, just because I know I'm running out of time, I don't really want to miss things. This guard's going to see me if I attempt to get the shard, I think. Because he does look up. He also looks back, though. May have a chance to do this. He looks up. Go. He's going to see me. Move, 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 move. Just, we've got it in time. So I don't need to worry about them guards down there now. All we wanted was a shard there, and that's done. Right, is there anyone in here? All I can see. Out and through. Right, map-wise, where are we? Still quite a bit to do. It's always that risk, isn't there, that the level overrun. Okay. If a lot of it's just climbing and not just avoiding guards takes time. I think that's the problem. If you try to avoid people, it takes longer. I don't like rushing things either. So we will finish late, but we'll try and get this done as much as possible. There's a pole there. We'll be sliding down the pole, I think. Yeah. No. That wasn't what I wanted to do. What? Okay. Have I missed the section? I just fell further down than I wanted to. Okay, I'm not too sure how we've got to this point and not... Because there was a handle for... Yeah, there was a handle for the bridge further up. So I'm not sure we were going to get a chance to do that. I did it too early. You've got to be so careful when you attack. You miss, you're in trouble. There we go. So can I go back up? No. Does that mean I've missed a gate then, potentially? That's interesting. I'm not too sure. I know what is wrong, but I'm just not sure why. Okay, I'm thinking noise dart. Once this one guy turns, I'm going to try and get the noise dart to take this one away.
Huh?
That's what I wanted. Okay, there's a gate here, so that's done. Must be able to get back up top, I think. Check Discord, I'll tell you you'll be hungry, really. Jacob's Fried Dialogue made me rage more than Elden Ring. Really? I don't find his dialogue that bad. Don't want to feel hungry. You haven't gained as much as I have, Cass. Physio's put me on a diet. I've put on 3.5 stone in 19 months of being injured. And on top of that, I've gone up from a 32 weight to a 44. That's putting on a serious amount of weight. And every time I say anything to anyone, they all say, well, you can't help it. But I know I can't help it, but this doesn't mean it's good. And I died. If I spam food, I'll be... How do you spam food? Okay. Right, we've got to do this. It's a long old level though, isn't it? Can't make them go too far, annoyingly. I might end up fighting him, I think. I think no matter what happens, I'm going to end up fighting. Right, 2 down very quickly there. Shouldn't have gone for the attack, I should have waited. Perfection. Right, we know we've missed a couple of shards, but I'm not sure I can get them back now. Or maybe, because we're going back up. Might be able to again now. We fell a lot further than I wanted to very early on. Which I think messed up a little bit of this. If I don't check YouTube, I would never see your stream. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there, to be fair, in terms of the bell. Brown, you said about how guards would wear armor all down might have effects on them. I wonder if they ever caught arthritis or pull muscle. I bet they did, quite a bit, to be fair. They probably pulled muscles and got arthritis in older age and stuff. You got to think, back in this time, the actual average age was quite low, wasn't it?
What?
I wasn't. You didn't see me there, surely. How? Okay, you saw me there.
没错，山原点。
Right, we got away with that. Just. Okay. Go this way. Let's kill his partner in crime. Right, now we shouldn't get seen. So, there's the gate we've got to do there. There we go. Close the second gate. That actually allows me to jump across. Still think I'm missing a shard. We got a bronze score for that one. Okay, there's one more gatehouse to do, I believe. Ah, I've been seen. Didn't take long, did it? Yeah, it's one more gatehouse, I think. Oh, he got shot me. This assassin you're playing it as doesn't name me anything Japanese. I don't know, I've not looked it up, to be fair. You're on Chasm level 43. Nice. You are doing well, Dennis. I don't think I'm 5-star in the Chasm story, to be fair, I think I'm quite close to it now. Okay, gonna rethink this. I was trying to go straight across there, and obviously it's not a good plan.
What?
How have you seen me from there? I'm not here. You honestly can't see me. They could see me. It didn't work, did it? Nice. Nice. Well done for getting an epic weapon. I don't want to have to quit the level to stop, but I'm massively running out of time. Well, I ran out of time ages ago, to be fair. Okay, so I think is we need to get up here. To go up, but this time instead of doing what I just did, I've got to wait till he goes to the right again. No, I've been seen by those people now, and I've taken 2 hits. Right, noise darts maybe. Way forward, I think here. There's too many people, too many eyes. I think that's the problem. Killing this guard's not a problem, and then after that, everything else is a problem. Now I don't know if I can do noise darts.
What?
Been seen. Don't take long, did it? No, so you can't do noise darts there where you are, so that's quite realistic in that respect. But an issue at the same time. I need that guy not to look this way. Okay. That wasn't too bad. Been seen now. Gotta fight these two. Killed one. If I can kill these two, we're okay. Easier to counter than it is to attack first sometimes. Look, they saw you because you're not John Cena. Yeah, but character you've already got is good because you get constellations, don't you? So it's always good to get multiple characters that are all the same. Right, scroll number 18. Wang Yangming, the philosopher, told the young woman to see the empty box as a message from a more experienced man. even if he knew the item to be a powerful and ancient artifact. The box was merely a tool she needed to fill herself. Only this way would she fulfill her destiny. The box was always empty, and Ezio knew that Xiaozhen would have to face her responsibility and accept that only she could decide which path to follow. This path was the one Ezio had taken himself and could not encourage Xiaozhen to follow. Nevertheless, he had seen the rage in the young woman's eyes, the anger behind the tears. To recreate the Brotherhood, she would take the path of blood. The tigers would perish by her hand, and on their very corpses a new China would flourish, free from the schemes of the Templar Order. She accepted Wang Yangming's instructions and to use Ezio's box as bait to lure the tigers out of hiding. Maybe they would know what the box really was. So the box was empty. It was a way of letting her make the decisions for herself. Interesting way to do it. Okay, we've got to get... I don't know if I can just jump across here. We're about to find out. Yes, we can. It's a bonus. Okay, we must be near the end of the level, I would have said. There's a box down here. A chest. I think I've missed a shard or two, admittedly. Another scroll. This is what makes me think we're right near the end. This was the scroll before the one we just read. I know that doesn't make any sense, but that's where they are in the level, unfortunately. Xiaozhen passed on Ezio's mysterious box to a new master. Wang Yangming was astonished that the girl was offered such a precious item. He knew the box was an artifact of great power, inherited from the first civilization that had lived on Earth. She told the old man what Ezio had told her, to open the box only if she lost her way. She confessed being torn between the sacred mission to rebuild the Brotherhood and the burning desire to find and kill the tigers who had murdered her friends. Thinking that the box would help her, she opened it, with Wang Yangming as a witness, but did not find anything. An empty box. Was this a cryptic message from Ezio? You've been experiencing sleep paralysis on a daily now. No, that's just... yeah. I don't know why you begin sleep paralysis. Are you sleeping enough? I'm not even too sure exactly what sleep paralysis is, to be honest. Not like, I mean, like, what causes it. Right, running to the pole. Okay. As we are massively over the time I normally allow for an evening stream, it's not going to be a long goodbye today, I promise. Okay, we're heading this way across, but there's two guards there. I need to get them to turn round, ideally. Okay, I think I know what I'll do.
Huh?
You can see me because you can't see me. I'm not here. Right, that went okay. Obviously, I'd rather it went better. Oh, I've been decent. I didn't see the guy with the gun across the other side. I might have moved quicker. I'd seen him. Just when you think you've got it perfect, and then you miss on with a gun. And in this, it is so easy. Okay. So, there's nowhere to really hide. We've got to actually just get across. I think the noise dart kind of worked. I need to be close to do so, though. I'm not here, you can't see me. We'll lose one sub. That's alright, Dennis, it happens. That's why I don't pay any attention to the numbers. It happens all the time, it's just one of those things. I think people on YouTube worry too much about numbers some of the time. If essentially when your mind or body wakes up but your body is in sleep mode, that's called paralysis. Oh wow. That sounds really frightening more than anything else. I think I'm going to get seen. Can't kill him that way because he knows who I am, obviously. My issue is this guy. Just run past the guards. That actually worked a treat. I need to go back across this way because I need to go up here. That worked a treat. I don't know how that worked, but it did. Run! Right, one more gate. This must be near the end of the level. There's two things to do on this gate.
This gate has 2 wheels. I need to use them both.
Okay, we need to use them both. Right, which one are we doing first? I'll do the left one first. We'll do this left side, aren't we? There's a guard there. There's one patrolling there as well. Timed it wrong. I got seen. That was a bad timing from me. May have got a wave actually. I didn't think I had, but we have got a wave it. Perfect. Up we go. Now, what level was it on? There, so I need to go top level and drop down. So I actually don't need to go in that middle bit yet, I don't think. How far can this guy see? Is that, I don't know if that's a door or not. I don't think it is. Oh, I think I can only get up from that middle area, can't I? Yeah. Dead end there. That might be an issue. Right, so I need to get behind this guy, potentially, or my slide attack. Got this guy to take out with the gun. I've got a small window by looks like to move over this and get him. There he is. No. All by mate. Come on then. These guys are quite slow in attacking. These guys aren't too bad to kill, to be honest. Okay. One wheel done. Still one to go. Good evening, Lisa. How are you? We're overrunning massively as we're trying to finish the level. I don't want to stop halfway through a level. So we are overrunning quite a bit at this point. Come on. Right, I can't go any from there. I wonder if it's something to do with obviously the bridge. So, we've done one of the bridge pulls. We've got to do the second one now. Hit him down. Up we go. Okay. I don't know if these two move or not. That's the only downside. These are horrific events, it's mostly illusions. Oh wow. Yeah, that doesn't sound nice. Cat. Right, one down. I need to deal with this second guy. You're gonna see the body. Yes. Right, we'll let the countdown run out, and then hopefully we'll be able to sneak up from behind on this guy. I knew he was going to find the body, but there's not much I could do about it at that position. Oh, that's annoying. I gave him a chance to get out of that. No, we still do it. Perfect. Okay. We need to go high. I can do this. Oh, there's a load of ropes there. I wonder what they were for. So now we need to go back the other side to get through the windows to get out. We can actually go this way. Ah, okay, we can pop through here. Grab the shard. Refill daggers. Noise darts, sorry. No guards here now, we've dealt with them, so we're all good here. Up we go. I know exactly where we've got to go out, it's just get in there. There's no real fast way. Right, we're here. At least we know, I think, there's possibly only one more mission left after this, so for the next Chronicles stream, we know there's probably we've nearly finished China. Right, are we done? Or no, we're not done, are we? There's still a Mongol scout to take out. I can't run on this bit though. Have I missed the scout? I wonder. Or is this the boss? We may finish China in a second. Oh, I think that's the final boss fight. I haven't got time to do it though. We missed one of the Mongol scouts. We missed 2 anima shards. We did get all the chests. We scored 815 points out of 1,820. So we've lost 1,000 points. Admittedly, we didn't get the secondary objective, so we didn't get points for that one. 5 gold assassins and 1 silver and 6 bronze brawlers. So we need to do better at the combat. I think that's where that's laying us down a little bit there. One's in your family, oh wow. Yes, we cannot talk about medical condition. So anyway. Don't need a reason about it. Right. Apologies, but I think there is only one level left, and I think that looks to be the master fight, and I haven't got time. We extended the stream as it is. Yeah, my tablets are already kicking in, so the drowsiness has already started. So if I start to slow my words, I am going to apologise in advance. But that is it for tonight, I'm afraid. As I said earlier, the next scheduled video comes out tomorrow at 1 PM. That will obviously explain it for next week. As I say, next week's a bit funny because obviously some holidays start. I've got a wedding and physio to go to, so it's all a bit up and down. But stream wise, there's 2 Syndicate streams next week. There's 1 Genshin Impact stream, 1 Chronicles, and Detroit as well. Hopefully that keeps us going for next week. I can't do it tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday. I can't do it, unfortunately. I know I can beat Chronicles. If that's the last level I could beat China. I won't beat Chronicles though. There's 2 more levels. There's 2 more stories after that. So it's not beating Chronicles, is it? It's just finishing the China side. You really want to eat some pita bread. I'm going to do India on stream. We're doing them all on stream. Sunday now. It is 1 minute past midnight, so it is now Sunday. So you're right, Teddy. It is Sunday. You know it's going to trigger you, so you want to see my reaction. We'll do it. Well, like I say, the next Chronicle stream is the 22nd evening stream. So that's what, next Friday, isn't it? So hopefully then we can finish China and start India as well. Hopefully next Friday. It's 2 minutes past 3 Sunday for you. I've just gone into Sunday now. I can't go any further because my eyes are already going and I'm going to struggle to keep my eyes open. When the tablets hit me, they are really bad to the point they've had to lower the dosage. So the pains got worse because the drowsiness was so severe. I was editing a video a few weeks back and I was voicing it, and while I'm talking, I'm falling asleep to the point the video was still recording and I'm asleep. I only woke up because the noise the video made at the end woke me up, but there's a point I had to redo the whole thing, but I got to a point as I was talking and voicing over, and then whilst voicing I'm just going to sleep, and it was that's so severe that that's get rid of the dosage a little bit, which has caused issues of pain, but it is what it is. So we are done for this evening. Thank you all very much for joining us. It's been a pleasure as always. As I say, scheduled video tomorrow 1 PM GMT. I know that's different for you guys. So yeah, everyone's got a different time zone. So yeah, 1 PM GMT scheduled video for next week. There are votes that is going on Discord for the next game after we finish Syndicates. Have a look at that. I think that's it. I can't talk too much because I'm going to struggle. As always, thank you for the likes, the comments, the views, and the conversation. It's been a pleasure to see you all. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Hopefully, if it's boiling hot like it is here, hope you survive the heat and try and stay cool. If you've got storms on the way, like Cass does, stay safe. And we'll see you all in a stream very soon, I'm sure. Have a good rest of your weekend, guys. We'll see you all soon. Thank you all for watching. Bye-bye.